So no, I wouldn't support selling off the corridor. It's an opportunity to create a community asset. Just as I don't support selling council assets, there are so many uses that it can create for the community, so no.
Yes, I would, but only if it is considered to be surplus to what is required for any future development, but any funds generated from that sale needs to be used to sort out the projects that are being done, and any land sold the projects for the land sold must fit within the vision of the projects that are going to be done.
So in terms of options for flat water sports, the two options identified, the in-river options, are the ones that I would be the most likely to support. I support enhancing the quality of the river and having a cost-effective option that allows for things like waka-ama and kayaking and canoeing and rowing and all the wonderful things that can happen on it.
Yes, I believe a flat water lake will be a great asset for the area. It will allow opportunity for flat water sports to promote themselves and have a permanent base, and I would, whether it's an option, I would also consider allowing fishes to be put into the lake, and that could be another sport that could be used during the summer seasons as well.
So in terms of tourism opportunities, I think we can use existing infrastructure like Christchurch, New Zealand. I think it's really important that the local community gets to use the asset, and so therefore it's really important that there's good co-design for the use of that asset, and I'm really keen to see youth being an important part of that co-design process. And there are some wonderful things that have already been designed, so yeah.
Well, cycleways, walkways, I believe an appropriately placed cafe with rest area and toilets would be a great asset. You could also include a fitness circuit with outdoor gymnasium equipment that can be used by the residents, along with a barbecue and picnic area for families to enjoy the summer days.
I note the option that's been identified by the Avon-Otakaro network, which is to create a charitable trust with a governance board and using advisory committees. And at this stage, I would support that, particularly because if it's not within council ownership, it gives more funding opportunities and private funders and so on. So that seems to me to be a very sensible option, and an option that will allow for council input and community input.
Well, I think the governance needs to stay with the council, but the ownership could be a mixture of council and private ownership, because I think if they work together in partnership, they will do a great job of developing the corridor for the city of Christchurch.
So what's important to me is that the community does retain control over the asset, that it is an asset that enhances the east of Christchurch, which has unfortunately fallen behind somewhat in terms of recovery from the earthquake, that it's an asset that is for the residents of the east and also the wider city. In terms of council involvement, they can be involved in supporting through governance and potentially providing some kind of service type support.
My vision would be to be a safe, enjoyable environment that can be used by everybody in Christchurch as well as visitors to the city, but the development has to be suitable for everybody of all ages and abilities, and must be inclusive for disabled people as well.